Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Edward Jones Chatting Cage. I'm JB in the cage once again. Happy to be setting up the machine for Stephen Vogt of the Oakland Athletics. And fans are fired up already. Mr. Vogt, are you fired up to go face-to-face, get some FaceTime with some fans?
Absolutely. I've been excited about this for a while. Can't wait to get started.
All right, let's get to it. I will not get in the way. As folks, as you know, get your webcam fired up. Join Stephen and myself right here in the program, in the cage. Get your questions, your FaceTime in. We don't need to listen to me. We've done that plenty. Let's get to Twitter first and discuss things right off the bat. I like to do this. It's an internal sort of inter-squad matchup. Oakland Smashley wants to know, who's the Oakland pitcher you would not want to bat against?
I got to go with Sonny Gray. His stuff is so nasty. He's all over the place. Plus, he knows me and I know him, and so there'd be a lot of mind games going on. So I definitely would not want to face Sonny Gray.
There you have it, folks. Just like that. Simple question, great answer. Get to know that Vogt doesn't want to face off against Gray, which would also be a great headline in a boxing match. Fan joins us in the cage. What's your name? Where you're from? What is your question?
Hey, my name's Daniel Roque. I'm from Citrus Heights, California. Steve, huge fan. Just want to say that first and foremost. Question for you. I notice you bat left, but you throw right. Have you been doing that ever since T-ball?
Daniel, good question. I actually have been doing that my whole life. When I was 2 years old, I picked up a golf club and started swinging it left-handed and never stopped. And I can't even think with my left hand as far as throwing goes. So I can't even swing anything right-handed, and I can't throw anything left-handed. I've just been that way from birth.
That's also a natural inclination towards baseball if you grabbed a golf club right away. Those two seem to go hand in hand pretty well over time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I cannot swing a golf club to save my life. When the ball's sitting there, I can't hit it, but I can hit it when it's coming at me. I don't know what's up with that.
That is an awesome story. Thanks for that. We're going back to Twitter now. Social media has lots of questions. This is from Jody Limbar. Which A's player would be the class clown?
Ooh, I got to go with a combination there of Josh Reddick and Billy Butler. They each kind of have their own little antics. I'd say, Josh Reddick has a lot more tricks up his sleeve, but Billy's one of the funnier people in our clubhouse, so I'd go with those two.
There you have it, an outstanding duo, plus the two-headed avatar. This from a man whose avatar on Twitter, I noticed, involved Will Ferrell. Were you giving him advice in the shot? What's in that shot?
Yeah, Will and I were just talking about his game that day, what he was going to do, playing for all 9 teams in 9 positions, and whether or not he was nervous. And we were kind of going over the MLB drug joint program to let him know what he could take and what he couldn't take.
Just to get through the day. Excellent. That's what a catcher does, looks out for everybody on the team. Outstanding. Let's go back to Twitter. This is from Grigget12, and this is a great one because actually the right field fans I know have a tradition going right now. So how would you describe the Oakland fans?
I mean, Oakland fans are crazy. They're awesome. They're loud. They're into every pitch. They get behind their team, even when we're not playing real well, they're here supporting us, and they're loud. And the right field fans, those are the best fans of baseball. They've got chants for everybody. They've got signs for everybody, and they're standing up and screaming from pitch number 1 to pitch 850 like last night.
Outstanding. An unbelievable thing for those who haven't caught it yet. There is a chant that breaks out, which involves belief in Stephen Vogt. We have a fan in here. Very excited to have you join the cage. What's your name, young fan, and what's your question for Stephen Vogt?
Hi, my name is Kyle from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and my question is, who inspired you growing up to play baseball?
Kyle, that's a great question, buddy. I had so many cool people in my life that I looked up to that inspired me to play baseball. I'd say the number one was my dad, and he played in college. My uncle played in college. My brother played in college. I was fortunate to play in college and fortunate to still play, but I really looked up to those guys. And another guy I really looked up to at the major league level was Marvin Bernard. He was an outfielder for the San Francisco Giants, and he played hard on every play. He ran hard, and he always gave 100% of his effort. And so that's who I really looked up to.
Great answer. Great question from a young fan, and we really enjoy the Chatting Cage fans that join us who are just starting to get into it. Really appreciate that, Kyle. Thanks for joining us. Let's go back to Twitter while we do this. This is from I Am the Lund. How excited are you to see the Athletics Twitter become Vogt?
I haven't seen it yet, but I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, I think, having the last name of Vogt, you can do a lot of cool puns with that as far as campaigning goes. I ran for student body council in middle school and high school, and that was always vote for Vogt or vote VOGT for Stephen, stuff like that, just to play on the word. So it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. And I just want to ask you, with the season you're having and knowing that you got some counting numbers that are going to grab some attention, the fact that the vote is for perhaps your first All-Star appearance, what's that experience like?
Obviously I try not to think about it. I'm just clicheing it and saying I'm just trying to play every day, but it is pretty cool to hear your name mentioned with that kind of stuff. And if there's a campaign, great. If not, then whatever. We're here to win ball games and help out any way I can. But it is pretty neat to have your name mentioned in that sort of category.
It is exciting, and as you said, and easy for the copywriters to put together, which we all appreciate. I know from personal experience.
Yeah.
We now turn to the EDJ question of the day. And for those who know, will know, and then you'll explain it for the rest of us. How did the referee impression start?
Well, it's a long story. I played a lot of basketball in high school, and my wife, Alyssa, played in college, and she still coaches. She's coached some college, and she's a high school coach now. And so I've watched a lot of basketball officiating. And just the way that it all kind of came about is I just started doing it on the field one day to kill time before stretch and spring training when I was a minor leaguer with Tampa Bay. And everybody's just kind of sitting there. We had about 10, 15 minutes, and everybody was bored. So I just started breaking out referee calls, and the ref was kind of born, and it's really evolved into a character now here in Oakland, and it's been great. But I just enjoy basketball. I love watching the officials right now, NBA playoffs. They're all into it, and they're exciting to watch. And really, at the end of the day, that's who everybody wants to see is Joey Crawford calling a block or a charge late in the game.
Well, there you have it, folks. That is the story behind the referee impersonation. You'll have to keep up with Stephen Vogt and see him do it in action once, maybe next spring training or throughout the season here. We have another fan here in the cage. What is your name? Where are you from? What's your question?
My name is Justin. I'm from East Rockaway, New York. And my question is, who is the pitcher you least enjoy facing?
Oh, Justin, how much time do you have, and how many names can I give you? There's so many good pitchers in baseball, but I would say that one of the guys that just gives me the most trouble would be Justin Verlander. I've never been comfortable against him. I've never felt great. He owns me. But when he's on, there's nobody better than that in baseball, and I would have to go with Verlander.
Justin Verlander, the answer to that one, the trivia question that will come out of this Edward Jones chatting cage. Who of the short list is it that Mr. Vogt doesn't like to face? We'll go back to Twitter now as we wait for fans to get their webcams fired up. Get FaceTime with your favorite player, like Stephen Vogt right here. This is from DJ Sully. Makes sense. What kind of music do you listen to?
I like to listen to every kind of music. I'd say my favorite genres are country and then kind of hard rock. Kind of a big mix, but I like everything in between. Little Michael Bolton, Celine Dion, boy bands mixed in there. You name it, it's on my iPod.
That is the full array right there, and I got to do the follow-up that's sort of arbitrary, not arbitrary, but sort of mandatory. What's your walk-up music right now?
My walk-up song is Comatose by the Christian rock band Skillet. They have some really good stuff, and that's been my walkout song since 2009. I don't see myself changing it anytime soon.
The Skillet bringing the thunder there for Stephen Vogt as he gets walked up and ready to go, and it's working quite well. Very happy to be doing that. And let's go back before we say goodbye and cut you loose for the day. From Artie Party, what does it mean for you to be playing in your home state?
I mean, it means a lot just to be back in California where I was born and raised and grew up, went to college, spent the majority of my life. Just to have family and friends close and to be back where you grew up and, the big league stadiums you used to dream of as a kid playing in, and now I get to do it every night. It's very special for me and for my family, and couldn't be happier.
Well, I know a lot of fans, and myself included, are very happy for you, Stephen, for the success you're having there in your home state. And as you know it, folks, I can't say it any clearer. Vote. That's just what we got to do as we wrap things up. Stephen, thanks for taking time out and getting FaceTime with your fans. You feel like you did pretty good in the cage? Made some contact?
I think I did average. I'll give myself just slightly above average.
We'll take that.
Thanks for having me.
That's the bar we like. And thanks for being with us. That's Stephen Vogt. I'm JB. We'll see you on the next round of the Average Joe's Chatting Cage.